I don't want Joey Swoll to go down. I don't want him to go down. I got to tell you, I've been critical of Joey, but Joey did two things. He didn't fire back, and he didn't block me. And in the world of social media, that's actually a big deal. And the big problem with Joey is it's the problem both ways. It's the problem that upsets me with him, but it's also the reason that I'm going to forgive him. And it's the same thing, which is he doesn't know what he did. He genuinely doesn't know what he did. He doesn't understand how he backed down from a bunch of strangers who he genuinely is acting like is his peer group. You guys. That's not real. And to watch a great big musclehead that's supposed to be the leader of the pack wilt was really a surprising thing. And not only did he wilt, he got bad information. He got bad information, and he put out a terrible message about a man who just died. They hadn't even put the Hulkster in the ground. And Joey buried him, and he buried him, and he said, hey, guy, I had no idea. I had no idea until I heard from you what a terrible person Hulk Hogan was. What do you mean you found out he was a bad person and I heard from you? Who is you? You don't even have their names? You don't even know the people that told you that? It was bad. It was a bad look. He was supposed to be tough. He was supposed to be strong. He was supposed to be a leader. He was not supposed to wilt on social media the first time he got resistance. Now, I don't come here to shout to you about Joey Swoll. I don't want him to go down. I want to amend that because I've heard from many of you in your support of me that you've unfollowed or you're done with Joey Swoll. I don't want to go that far. He said a bad thing, so I said a bad thing about him. The thing that he said was false, and what I said is 100% true. But either way, one thing that Joey had done, and it was hard to get to the spot that I'm in now where I'm going to come out and make amends, if you will. But one thing that he had done is, it's when you start lying, it's hard to stop. It's very hard to stop lying once you accept I'm going to be dishonest with my audience. And in exchange in a interaction like this is the guy in this seat has to be honest because he offers nothing else. It is a job. He's living the dream. He has found a way to sit and talk into camera and be the star of the show. Even if he's the one that produced the show, he still made himself the star, and it worked. People came along. But now there's an exchange. And the exchange is the information that I give you is going to be accurate. And the very first time that Joey posted after this terrible thing that he did, a terribly inaccurate and cowardly thing that he did, is he lied. And it was the straight, you're looking at it, just go, you're just stupid. You can't really judge somebody for that. They used to do that. Who was it? Kanye? They came out and they said he needs mental help. He needs mental help. And then they judged him and they wanted to punish him. And it was somebody else spoke up for him. I want to say it was Cat Williams. And Cat said, if you believe that he has a mental problem, what are you doing judging what he does? Would you take anybody else with a mental deficiency and then judge them for the things that they said? Oh my God, believe me, they went silent. Silenced everybody. But there's a truth of that with Joey, and I do not believe that he has a mental problem. But he's just really stupid. Like, he looks like a big steroided out musclehead, which he is, and he comes out in his first statement back. Now, he said he was leaving. He said goodbye. I've been ruined for this one act. I mean, it was like he was in tears over this, right? Like he's crying on his own muscles. It was just really, really hard to see. But he comes back and says, I've read thousands and thousands, I'm quoting right now, of messages in the last 2 days. It's just like, Joey, you read thousands of messages in the last 2 days. Really? How did you do that? You read thousands of messages. Really? That is just an insanely dishonest thing to say. Now, we don't need to be literalists. I think that we get his point. I got a whole bunch of messages. I think we get his point. But on your first time back, after you just lied to the audience, it's really important that you come as clean as you can, as quickly as you can. I mean, this is PR 101. You need to come clean as you can, and you got to word it like that. It's as clean as you can. Like, it's hard to get all the way there, man. It's really going to be really hard for him to go, hey, listen, I was the leader of this pack, and I gave in to you, my followers. You follow me, I don't follow you, and I let you take charge. It's very hard to do that. And a coward won't. A coward wouldn't stick up for Hogan, because Hogan can never thank you. He's dead. So just stick up for the mob. They're actually here. That is what a coward would do. That is what he did. But I still don't want him ruined. And I got to tell you, I was very bothered when he came back and lied. I have read thousands of messages. Hey, guys, I appreciate hearing from you all. I have never in my life, and I'm a lot bigger than Joey Swoll, read thousands of messages. Not all combined, not ever. I cannot imagine where my life would be in the structure of boredom that I will ever read thousands of messages, and that's nothing personal. But it was a weird thing for him to say, as though I'm back by popular demand. And then when he comes back, he comes and he picks on this gal. There is not a high-handed response. You do not have the moral high ground. There's some things that are very hard to talk about. There's some things that are very hard to judge, and what would you do, and what is the right thing to do? Would you steal a loaf of bread to feed your family who's starving? Now, that is a very complicated, philosophical, moral dilemma. Joey takes videos where one person is clearly the jerk and one person was clearly teased. And then he says, this person's the jerk and this person was teased. Like, there's no actual skill to it. He doesn't even film the videos. He gets given the videos and then he comes in like Captain Obvious and acts as though I'm helping people. Like, no, the only one that you helped is you. The only one here that got helped is you. The only one that got paid, for example, is you. The only one that made it look good here is you. You did not help anybody. But in spite of all that, I thought the Liver King could come back. And Joey and the Liver King are very similar. Very, very, very similar. Both juiced out of their gore that want you to think that they're out working hard to look like this, and you can too, right? I mean, it's a weird mindset, but when you're there, right, when you start off this level of dishonesty, it's very hard to reel that back. And I thought the Liver King could bounce back. I thought he was talented enough. I thought that he was talented and good enough and could understand what to do with that character and the cards that he was dealt. And I will just tell you, I would have walked through that. I would have walked through it like a cockroach. They all would have tried to kill me and they'd have never got me. And I thought that he had that ability. So when the Liver King went down, I'm looking at Joey. Joey is not as smart as the Liver King. He is not as rich as the Liver King. He is not as successful as the Liver King. What Joey did is worse than Liver King. But I didn't want him to go down. And if he did go down, I didn't want a hand in it. I didn't. There's still a guy who's really stupid, but he has a livelihood. So, those of you that have unfollowed Joey or have added in the Chael bandwagon about what a lying coward prick this guy is, rewind it. Give him another try. And I know what you're thinking. He never apologized. He never admitted guilt. He still to this day doesn't even know what he did that was so bad. But that's kind of the point. He's an idiot, and he's a fool. But give him a second chance. Seriously.